Hello guys, today we are going to be making a number guessing game. So we're going to create a game in C++ based on what we have learned in operators, loops, and control statements. So I create a new project as usual. So it's going to be a console app. All right, so I'm going to just do number guessing game. Okay, so I want a game where I can say I select a number, for example, between 1 and 100. So let me make it as a comment, right? Let me put it as a comment that we're going to select, we'll randomly select a number between 1 and 100. Then our player will guess the number. That is how the game is going to be. Then he can have as many trials as possible. Then so we're going to use conditional statement. We're going to use conditional, and we're going to use loops in order to build the game. So we'll start primarily. Let me come here. First, we're going to let me add using namespace std. Then secondly, we're going to be using we're going to include the standard C library. So I'm going to put standard C library. Now this is going to help us to generate random numbers. Then I want to be able to use cannot open the source test. Oh, okay, so I'm going to figure that out. So I'm going to also include C time, right? So I'm going to do C time. So this will enable me to seed. It's going to help for seeding the random numbers. So when I use in this, I'll be able to use a function called run. Right, I'm going to be able to use a function called run that takes 0 to a maximum number, and this maximum number is around 372 something like this, 37,000 something or 32 something, right, from 0 to that maximum number, right? So now, but we want to, by default, run is going to generate from 0 to that, but we want a situation where we can generate from 1 to 100. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to come here. Now the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to initialize my variable. So I'm going to do int the user, what the user will be, the number that I want to guess. No, let me start with let me first of all call crun, right? crun, and I'm going to set cram to the current time 0, right, to the current time now. This is going to help me to, it's going to help such that the run function does not generate by default. This run function will generate the same digit, the same random number all the time. But now if I use this seed, right, by the time that I'm doing srun, it's going to make sure that we have so we're going to use the current time. We're going to use the current time to make sure that we generate random numbers. So this use so we're going to use the current time. That's why I'm putting time to be 0, right? We use current time to generate such that when I'm using this, each time that I loop through, each time that the program run, is going to give me a new number. All right, it's going to give me a new random number. So I'm going to put int the guess number, or maybe the num to guess. All right, this is what the person will be guessing. So now I'm going to use run. Then I can divide it by 100 to bring it down, like to be from, right. So we've said we're going to do from 1 to 100, right? So I'm going to do this. So this will just, like I said, that run will generate from 0 to this. But now if I do this division by 100, it's going to be between 1 and 100. So, and then now I'm going to do int what the user will be guessing. So the user guessed, so I initialize it to 0. Then I'm going to also initialize the number of attempts to be 0. Now this is fine. So I'm going to generate, or let me say I'm going to create a menu. Right, so my menu, I'll just do cout welcome to this number guessing game, right, end line. Then cout, I have selected a number between 1 and 100, right, end line. Cout, can you guess the number? So this is going to be our menu. All right, this is our menu, end line. Then I'm going to do a while loop, right? So we're going to be checking if what the user has entered, right, as the number, if it is not equals to the number that we want to guess, num to guess, right? If this is not the same thing, then ask the person to, if it's not the same thing, so we ask the person to enter the number. So I'm going to do cout and ask him to enter your guess, right? So the person is going to enter what he wants, the number that he chooses, and I'm going to do cin, and I do user guess, right? So that's the number that the user have guessed. Then I'm also going to do attempt plus plus, right, to continuously increment the time that each time that we are counting, each time that the person is guessing. So now I'm going to do loops now to do conditions, right? So I'm going to do if what the user has put in, right, if it is less than the number to guess, right, if it's less than the number to guess, what we do is, so I'm going to cout and print to the screen that is too low, right, try again. Okay, I think this is good. Then else if the user guess is bigger than the number to guess, then I'm going to also do cout too high, try again. So I'm also going to end line. Then else I'm going to say cout congratulations, you won, or you guessed rightly, something like that. Then end line, right? So if I have all of these done, then now what do I need to do again? Let me just put here that cout, and I put them, so it took you dash dash attempt, the number of times that the person attempt. Okay, I think we are good. We should be good now. While loop. Okay, so return 0, then I end my loop. So I'm going to build and run. So I can just click here to build and run. If it builds successfully without errors, then we should be, I think, but it should build successfully without errors. I don't think we should be having errors right now. Okay, build started. Let's wait and see. Oh yes, this is going to give me an error. So yeah, there was an error. I have 2 closing braces, so I'm going to run again and expecting that this time it's going to run successfully. Voila. So welcome to this number guessing game. I've selected a number between this and this. Can you guess the number? So let me put 5. It tells me that's too low. Guess. Okay, let me put 63. It's too high. So let me put 50. 50 is too high. Okay, let me put 40. 40 is too high. Let me put 25. 25 is too high. Let me put 15. 15 is too low. Okay, let me put now 15 is too low. 25 is too high. Let me put 18. 18 is still low. Let me put 20. 20 is too low. Okay, let me put 24. 24 is too high. Okay, it's definitely 23. Wow. It took me 10 attempts to get it rightly. I think this is fun, right? I'm going to run it again. Okay. So I'm going to, it has already, the program has already guessed the number. So now let me put 50, too high. Okay, let me put 20, 32, too high. Let me put 20, too high. Let me put 15, too high. Let me put 3, too low. Let me put 10, too high. Let me put 8, too high. Let me put 7, too high. 6. Goodness. Okay, it took me 9 attempts this time around. Now this can be a fun game, right? But now let's make it, we can make it to be much better by, you see, I can continue to repeat like that until I guess it rightly. But we can make it to be a fun game that after 5 trial the program stops and you have to retry again. So I'm going to leave you to execute the code, and then you're going to try to make it such that after 5 attempts, the program ends and the person has to restart again. Okay.